everyone. Today your class number 9. Class number 9 for EMFT. Okay. So today is a new module. Today I will discuss the new module named as coordinate system. Coordinate system. So this coordinate system is nothing but a very easy thing. That means in your 11th or 12th standard, all of you are familiar with this term, that is coordinate, right? What is coordinate? Coordinate means a system where 2 or 3 axes are there. Okay, 2 or 3. Why 2 or 3? Because for 11th or 12th standard, all of us are familiar with 2 axes, right? Or sometimes it may be 3 axes, but here we always do the 3 axes. Okay, that means x axis, this is your x axis, this is your y axis, this is your z axis. Okay, so these 3 axes. Okay, so coordinate system, there are 3 types of coordinate systems are there which are discussed in this subject. Okay, so coordinate system can be classified into 3 categories. Okay, so write 3 categories. So first one is rectangular coordinate system. Rectangular coordinate system. Second one is cylindrical coordinate system. And third one is spherical coordinate system. Okay, so rectangular coordinate system is very much familiar. So what is rectangular? It is called Cartesian coordinate system, right? So Cartesian, better name is Cartesian coordinate system. So this Cartesian coordinate system has axes x, y, z. Okay, and the cylindrical coordinate system have the axis rho, phi, z, and the spherical coordinate system have the parameters r, theta, phi. Okay, so these 3 set of coordinates x, y, z, there are 3 axes, and for cylindrical one rho, phi, z, and spherical one r, theta, phi. Okay, so what is this rho, and what is this phi, what is z, what is r, what is theta, what is phi? I will discuss one by one. Okay, so first case, rectangular coordinate system. Roman 1, rectangular coordinate system. Rectangular coordinate system. So rectangular coordinate system is what? So how to locate? First point is how to locate a point in this system. So how to locate? Suppose we have a point, suppose 2, 4, 6. So 2, 4, 6 is a point. Okay, that means x equals to 2, y equals to 4, z equals to 6. Okay, so that means you have to move in 2 unit distance along x, and then you have to move y 4 centimeter distance from along y, and then it will move 6 centimeter distance along z, right? So to reach the point P. So how to locate? So a point P may be located as xi cap plus yj cap plus zk cap. Okay, it is very much familiar. Okay, so what is the modulus of P now? Root over of x square plus y square plus z square. And what is x, what is y, what is z? It is nothing but the direction. It is nothing but the distance along x axis. It is the distance along y axis, and this is the distance along z axis. Okay, and next is the range. What is the range? So range means what? So x varies from where to where? X varies from minus infinity to plus infinity, right? So here x will be my plus infinity, and here x will be up to minus infinity, plus infinity to minus infinity. Okay, and then similarly y also vary minus infinity to plus infinity, and similarly z also vary minus infinity to plus infinity. Okay, so all of these axes are vary from minus infinity to respective plus infinity distance. So this is the concept of rectangular coordinate system, which is very much easy, and all of us is familiar with this coordinate system. But in case of cylindrical coordinate system, it is very much important and it is new to us. Okay, so what is the cylindrical coordinate system? Cylindrical coordinate system will be C. Second one is cylindrical. So cylindrical coordinate system is, suppose we are taking XYZ reference. Okay, so how to locate this point P, same point over here. So you have to first take a radius rho. Suppose we are taking a radius rho. Okay, this is your rho, and after taking this radius, you have to move it by some angle in XY plane. You have to move some angle. Suppose this is phi. So you have to take first radial length rho in x-axis. Then you have to move by a angle phi in xy plane, and then you have to move by some distance. Z towards z-axis. So that's why rho phi z. So what is rho? Here is nothing but rho equals to what? So you have to draw another one separately. So to make it prominent. Okay, so let us consider three axes. First one is z, this is y, and it is x. Okay, so you consider a point P over here. So how to locate? So we have to make a projection over here first, then the distance from here. So this is your rho, right? This distance is rho, and this is your phi. Okay, and if we move, so this is your rho. Okay, so you have to set a distance rho over here, then move by angle phi, and then move towards z-axis to reach a point P. Okay, so this length is z, and this length is rho. Similarly here, this length is also rho, and this angle will be phi. Okay, so what will be the relation between x, y, z and phi rho phi z? Here see, if we have this rho have two components, right? One is y towards y, another is towards x, right? So this is your rho, this length is nothing but rho cos phi. This angle is phi, so this is rho. So obviously this projection over x will be, so x equals to rho cos phi. By applying the geometry, you can get this x equals to rho cos phi, and y equals to what? Rho sin phi. Okay, it is very much easy. And z equals to z. Okay, z equals to z means what? What about the z in rectangular coordinate system? Exactly same value will be reflects over here. Okay, so z will be exactly equals to z. So these three relations, x equals to rho cos phi, y equals to rho sin phi, and z equals to z. So here we have to find now rho equals to what and phi equals to what, right? And z equals to z already we have discussed, right? That is xyz in terms of rho phi z, and here rho phi z in terms of xyz. So z equals to z remains same. And what is rho? So to find rho, can we find this one, x is root over of x square plus y square? See, if we square and add and then finally root, then we can get easily rho. Okay, and what is phi? If we divided this one, these two, that is tan inverse y by x is your phi. See, here xyz in terms of rho phi z, and here rho phi z in terms of xyz, right? So this is the relation between cylindrical to rectangular coordinate system. Okay, every time you have to find this type of relation in this chapter. Very small and very easy type of maths numericals are there, and to find to do this numerical you have to find very easy this type of numericals. Okay, so now write what is in infinitesimal distance. Infinitesimal, under this cylindrical coordinate system, infinitesimal distances. See here, how many parameters are there? Here 3 parameters are there. What are the parameters? Rho, phi and z, right? So and similarly rectangular has x, y, z. Okay, so what is the infinitesimal distance? Infinitesimal distance is nothing but if we have a infinite distances, right? Suppose I have a infinite distance, infinite rho, infinite phi, infinite z. Okay, and if we chopped it infinite times, that is, what is the definition of infinitesimal distance? The last class of the last module, that is the vector analysis, I have pronounced this concept infinitesimal distance, right? So infinitesimal distance is what? Infinitesimal distance is the you have to choose a infinite length and chopped it infinite times. Then the unit one, that is the smallest particle, that is infinite parts of a unit part of infinite length is called the infinitesimal distance. The unit length of an infinite distance is called your infinitesimal distance. Okay, so infinitesimal distances, there are 3 distances, right? First one is dl rho. Dl rho means what? What is dl rho? Dl rho means length towards rho axis. So here I would like to express dl rho equals to what? D rho dl rho vector equals to d rho into a rho cap. Okay, and similarly dl phi vector equals to d phi and a phi cap, and dl z equals to dz into az cap. And now I am telling you that dz into k cap will be exactly equals to dz into az cap. Okay, why? Because last time I have discussed that z axis in cylindrical coordinate system exactly reflects here, that is in rectangular coordinate system to cylindrical coordinate system. Okay, so d rho and d phi. What do you mean by d rho and d phi? See, d rho means what? If we now put the d rho, what is the d rho? D rho is nothing but the infinitesimal length in this direction. Infinitesimal length in this direction, that is smallest unit in this direction, right? So d rho and rho equals to this one, right? So now if we differentiate it, d rho, then what happens? It will get half into root over of, okay, so x square plus y square to the power half, right? If we differentiate it, then what happens? If we differentiate it, then what happens? Half will be coming here, and it will be root over of x square plus y square will be denominator part, and here it will 2x dx plus 2y dy, right? So by taking 2 common, 2 will be cancelled out. So d rho equals to how much? X dx plus y dy by root over of x square plus y square. That will be equals to x by root over of x square plus y square into dx plus y by root over of x square plus y square into dy, right? So this is your dx and dy. So dl rho, okay? And dl phi means what? Dl phi means, we know dl phi means what? This infinitesimal part, right? This smallest part, infinitesimal part, and this is the circumference of a circle, right? If we complete it a circle as a circle, then it is the circumference of a circle, and we know s equals to r into theta for a circle. So S means circumference, R means radius, theta means the angle between these. Okay, so S equals to R into theta. From here, can we represent that the what is the phi over here? Phi means here you can write, that is phi means here theta. So theta means the angle, right? Whatever the angle is made, and phi means similarly this angle. Okay, so from here we can write dl rho equals to nothing but rho into d phi. Always remember dl phi equals to rho into d phi. Rho into d phi, and rho means what? Rho means this one, root over of x square plus y square into d phi. So dl phi means root over of x square plus y square into d phi. Okay, so this one is root over of x square plus y square into d phi. Okay, so now you have to find d phi. So now phi is this one. So now if we differentiate d phi, then what happens? What is the tan inverse? What is the differentiation of tan inverse y by x? What is the differentiation of tan inverse y by x? D phi equals to is nothing but tan inverse means 1 by 1 plus y by x whole square, right? And here y by x is there, so x square will be denominator part. By taking x as common, differentiate of y equals to dy, and minus y taking as a common, x differentiation is dx. Okay, so your answer will be x square by x square plus y square into x dy minus y dx by x square, that will be cancel out themselves. So x by x square plus y square dy minus y by x square plus y square dx. Okay, so d phi means what? X by x square plus y square dy minus y by x square plus y square dx. Okay, so here you have to put this d phi. So what will be the final concept? Your final concept will be d phi x by x square plus y square into dy and then minus y by x square plus y square dx. Okay, so now again we can cancel out themselves. So x dy by root over of x square plus y square minus y dx by root over of x square plus y square. This is your dl phi vector. Okay, and dz phi is nothing but this one. So dl rho means this one, dl rho means this one, dl phi means this one, and dlz means this one. Okay, so this is your cylindrical coordinate system. So now you have to find the range of it. So what is the range? That is, what is rho varies from how much, phi varies from how much, and z varies from how much. Okay, so rho varies from, what is the rho? Rho is nothing but the radial distance. So rho varies, always remember, 0 to infinity, not minus infinity to infinity. Rho varies from 0 to infinity, and phi varies from 0 to 2 pi, and z varies from minus infinity to plus infinity. That means z is similar as of the rectangular coordinate system. So this is the range of these three parameters. Okay, so the coordinate system means this, cylindrical coordinate system means this one. And now write this phi is called azimuthal angle. Azimuthal angle. So what is the azimuthal angle? This type of question may have been asked in your exam. Azimuthal angle is nothing but tan inverse y by x. Okay, so phi equals to tan inverse y by x. So whatever the magnitude of y axis divided by x axis, taking tan inverse of it, we get this phi. Okay, this is the azimuthal angle. Okay, so next day I will discuss the differential by infinitesimal, right? Infinitesimal surface, and last is infinitesimal volume. Okay, these two topics are to discussed. So coordinate system have three systems. First one is rectangular, which is very easy, and second one is your cylindrical. It is continue. Next day I will complete it, and next day I will also move to the coordinate, that is last coordinate system, that is spherical coordinate system, and after that next the day after next day it will complete. Okay, so today's class up to this much, and thank you.